another video. This one, we are Leicester City today, so I'm doing a bit of a rebuild on Leicester. They're struggling a little bit in the league. I know they've got Ruud van Nistelrooy now as the manager. He's doing not great. I think they won potentially their last match. I think Tottenham, didn't they, recently, which is a decent result, but Tottenham are really struggling. This is the tactic going. We've got pressing forward on attack. We've got two inside forwards on support. Going with like a 5 at the back, but with Libero. So we've got two box-to-box midfielders on support. They're both on tackle harder. We've got two full-backs on attack. And please remember, like and subscribe. Hope you enjoying the content. And I really do appreciate any support I get. I do like it. And we've got two ball-playing defenders on defend and a Libero on defence. So I want him to step in when we've got the ball to be that kind of anchor in midfield to kind of stop counter-attacks, hopefully, to allow the other kind of 5 to push forward, I suppose. That's the theory anyhow. We'll see how it goes. Pretty much got everyone on tackle harder, got all the midfielders and the forward on roaming from position. So we're trying a bit of that just to get a bit of fluidity in the play. A much shorter passing play, our defence low crosses, focus play down left and right, and narrow with positive mentality. We roll it out, distribute quickly, counter, press, but no counter. And high line engagement, high defensive line, trigger press much more often, prevent the goal distribution, get stuck in, step up more, and invite crosses. This tactic is done pretty well for us so far, because I have played the first season, but we may tweak it as we're going forward. You know, this is going to be a multiple year rebuild. I don't know exactly how many years yet, but the aim is to get us back to winning that Premier League and seeing how long that's going to take. So I'll take you through some of the transfers. So brought in Zendace for 500 grand, I think, from Inter Miami. Oh, America, sorry. He might be in Miami now, I'm not sure. Got Wolfend in there for 6.5 million. I think that's decent. Decent transfer there. Yilmaz for 19.5 million. Good left back there from Rangers. Talisca came in on a free. Very, very good player. Now worth about 40 million. But he's still a really good player. Tommy Soucek came in there for 16 million. I do like him. I think he's not great on the ball, obviously, but everything else about him getting in the box, he's clinical. He's obviously great from corners, great from crosses. Brought back Michael as a cup goalkeeper, just helps the kind of squad, and he's a decent keeper, so we're a little bit light in that area. And we've got Rodriguez, who I think is a phenomenal player, 20-year-old. Uruguayan forward for 3 million from Liverpool FC. Looks like he could be a really, really good player. We made some sales. So we sold Danny Ward there. James Justin went to Villa for 10.25 million. Iverson went to Getafe for 1.7 million. Cartwright, youngster's gone out for 400k. Wilson Brown 49k. We've got a few people out on loan. Fast, Deco over Reader. Making quite a bit of money there on the loan transfers, but we just couldn't really sell them, and I was hoping to sell them. Hopefully, maybe we play them. I don't know. They're not bad players, but yeah, I'd rather get them in, save the wages, go and buy someone else. Got Luke Thomas there, 6.75 million. Good left back, but he's gone. A few youngsters there, Hughes, Beerbrook. He's gone out on loan. He's got a bit of potential. I wish he was maybe 17, 18 rather than 20, but not a bad player. Ricardo Prev, 18 million went to West Ham. Chowdhury for 6 million to Valencia. Patson Daka's gone for 14.25 million to Hoffenheim. Made a lot of money. And what's that? That has given us 192 in the balance, but 57 million transfer budget. Really sort of positive projection of where our financials are going to be. Yeah, we've got quite a lot of different loans and quite a bit of debt there, but positive that we're going to be making a bit of money, and hopefully that will help me in the summer to go and buy some good players. And this is how we got on. Phenomenal first season, I think, for Leicester. I mean, let me know in the comments if you guys have done better with sort of similar team in your first season. But we won the Carabao Cup. We beat Man City 2-1. Knocked out Spurs there in the semi-final. Knocked out Newcastle on penalties in the quarter-final. So pretty tough run-in, to be fair. You don't get a tougher final than that. Knocked out semi-final the FA Cup by Liverpool. A little bit disappointed, but got the semi-final, and they smashed the league on 99 points. We got joint points with Arsenal, finished second on a better goal difference. So we finished third. 40 goal difference. 25 wins, 6 draws, 7 losses. We've done really, really well. Talisca there, second in the average rating, just a more Salah. A lot of yellow cards. Obviously, with the tackle harder on and get stuck in, we're going to get that. But because we're a lesser team, I think you've got to do that. 76 goals, 36 conceded. Brilliant first season. I think we might struggle because we're going to be in Europe now to sort of perform better in the league next season. I could be wrong. We're going to have to maybe bolster the squad a little bit more, see how we can get on with that. As you can see, Wolves, Bournemouth, Ipswich went down. Could be an option to maybe look at some of their players. Thinking maybe Harry Clark. I do like Harry Clark, young. He's got that long throw as well, which I like using on set pieces. But he's good all-round player. I think he can actually play in a DM role as well if we needed him to. So it's nice to have like options there. We're looking at Bournemouth players like Houston. I think he looks very good in real life. The fact that he's only 19, maybe 20 now in real life, but he looks phenomenal. Got Billing, great player. Well, not a great player, but I like him in FM 24 actually because he's 6'5" and he's like an attacking midfielder, possibly play up front as well. And then obviously Wolves. They've got some good players, but sometimes with Wolves I notice when they go down, the players aren't as cheap as you'd think. So I may avoid them. I mean, there's Andre who looks very good. But yeah, he's still like 32 million. If he was like 12 million, okay, you maybe have a look at him, wouldn't you? 8 Nuri, possibly Cunha, obviously, but again, you know, he's still rated 59 million. I'm not spending 59 million on Cunha, but if I could get him for 25, 30 maybe, you know, Kalajic, I do like Kalajic. 6'7". I'm not sure I'll bring him in on this game, but I do like him. I think he's a very good player. Turgeman's good who we've got there. I think Young is really forward. João Gomez, I think he's doing pretty well in real life. So there's options there that I might bring in and might be able to get a bargain there from the teams that have been relegated, hopefully. And I think that's important as well because I've got 50 odd million to spend there, but I need to bring in quite a few players to improve this squad. So we're going to need to be nice to bring in a marquee signing, but you know, you've got to like balance it out a bit. So this is how we performed there. Mavdidi, Talisca 14 goals. But a Notte there with 12 goals. Don't think he's got an option there for us to buy him, although he does really like being a Leicester City player now. But I think, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get him away from Brighton unless we pay an extortionate amount of money. This is kind of how the game rates my best lineup at the moment. We'll see. We need to make some changes. Let me go away and do what I can in the summer for the next season. And hopefully we can do better. It's going to be a struggle, but let's see what we can do. Right, so I've done that summer. So we're now at the end of the second season. I've tweaked the tactic. I did mention I probably was going to. But we've gone to a bit more of a, call this 3-4-3 potentially, but can be like a back five, I suppose, but it's quite attacking. We've got a complete forward on attack with tackle harder and mark. It's going to mark the DM, basically. We've got 2 inside forwards on support, lots of different tactics there. Player instructions, sorry, I'm showing you them now. They're basically going to mark the fullbacks, if you're wondering for that one, but you can copy the rest if you want to give this tactic a go. We've got 2 complete wing backs on support, take more risks, crossing the byline. Put side with the ball and tackle harder. 2 DMs on spot with tackle harder, which is kind of meta, I think, for this game. Ball playing defend on defend with dribble more and tackle harder. We've got 2 wide centre backs on attack, take more risks and tackle harder. So the theory is that these wing backs are going to cut in. Occasionally, those wide centre backs are going to be that width. It's very attacking. We didn't do, excuse me, I will take you through it shortly, but we didn't do quite as well as we did last season. But we still had a good season. Positive mentality, short passing, play out defence, low crosses, foot played on left and right, slightly high tempo, narrow and in transition, we'll roll it out just pretty quickly and counter press. Still no counter. I might have to add that in, we'll see. I'm wanting this team to control the game a bit more, to allow time for those sort of wide centre-backs to get forward is my theory for that. Now to possession, we've got high line of engagement, high defensive line, trigger press much more from prevent the goalie distribution, get stuck in, step up more and invite crosses. So have a go at this tactic. I do like this one. I like the one in the first season as well. See how you get on. It seems to work okay. Well, we're knocked out the third round of the Carabao Cup by West Ham, knocked out the fourth round of Luton Town, the FA Cup, knocked out the playoff round by Porto in the Champions League, which isn't bad. It means we got through the group. We finished 8th in the league. Now, considering in the Champions League, that's not a horrible season. 59 points, 18 wins, 5 draws, 15 losses. Only up there in the yellow cards with Andres, a little insight into one of our signings. 77 goals, but we conceded 72. So this tactic, it's exciting, but we're conceding too many goals. You know, I think we're third highest in amount conceded this year, and we still finished 8th, which is pretty incredible. But we will tweak it. We're going to do another season. We're going to do even more until we can get to winning that league title. We've got 120 million, I think that said, to spend. Always remember to try and up your facilities and that. If you're going through your save, it helps you bring through better youngsters, helps you attract better players. You do that through doing the board requests. I'm sure you guys know this, but for the people who don't, that's how you do it. And I'm always sort of looking at that every, say, 3 months maybe, sort of like 4 times a season. I'm looking at seeing, is there any other requests I can make to improve, like if you've got the money to expand your stadium, but definitely if improve facilities, improve youth facilities there, youth recruitment and all of that. Adding staff as well, you want the best staff. This is the training schedule that I'm using in case anyone wants to copy it, so I just use that and copy and paste it in every kind of week of the calendar. What I think I'm going to do moving forward is I might try and do that on the reserves and the youth team as well, to see if that helps develop younger players better. I don't know if that'll be in this video, it might be in the next few, but we'll see. That's something I am thinking about, so look out for that in the future. Might see how that develops some of the younger players better, because sometimes they don't always reach their potential, which I suppose is like real life, isn't it? But yeah, if we could kind of get there better with some of the younger players, it's got to help, hasn't it? We've made an offer for Ahmad. He is probably going to be one of our players coming in this summer, 17 million. I'll take you through some of the transfers we made last summer and in January. So we brought in Harry Clark. Basically raided a lot of the teams that went down. He's a very good player, 9.5 million. Billing came in for 5.5 million. 6'5", attacking player. Gonzalez for 5.75 million. That's quite cheap. These are big players as well. Moffy's come in there. Good forward, 6'2", great physicals, great pace, 16.5 million. Cunha, we eventually got 18.25 million, which I think is a bit of a steal for him. He looks a really good player. He's had a few injury problems, but then we also brought in Andre for 17.5 million. Very good defensive midfielder. Now we've started using the DMs as well, which is going to help us. We made a few sales. Jordan Ayew went out for 11.75 million. Samara, it's a big one, 35.5 million. But we just wanted to bring in our own players. Good player though. Very, very good player. Harry Winks there for 25 million. That's quite a lot, I think, for Winks. And then we've got a few more here. Vestergaard went out on a free. He's getting old. Cody, we got 7.75 million. I think it's pretty good for him because he's getting on as well. Casey McTeer, 22 million. Zendaya for 2.4, bought him for 500k. Deco Overedo went 12.25 million. Tom Cannon's gone for 13.25 million. Harry Suter for 4.1. Thomas there, 500k. Golden for 6 million. The youngster we're not going to use. Marcel, 2.8. Made a lot of money here, which is great. It's going to help us in this summer. We brought in Atherton there, 20k. If you're on this database and you've got this player, go and get him. He turns into one of the best players in the world, I think. I don't know if that's coded in every time you do it, but when we played the Man United save, he was phenomenal. I ended up getting about 200 million almost, I think. Selling him for like Barcelona was like 160 million. But then we've also bought in Dia there for 10.25 million. Just a bit of cover in the front line. And then we've got to look at rebuilding on some. We need to get back into Europe and get challenging for that title, because that is the aim of this video. Can we win the title? These are the players we're looking at. We've got some youngsters there with good potential, but I wouldn't mind bringing in some of these. I don't know whether I'll get them, but Sheldrup, Carboni, Kudus, they don't want to come yet, but they are really, really top players that fit the profile, I think, of the type of player we need to push on. I think we're good defensively now, pretty strong, good big players. Maybe just need a bit more flair up front, although we've still got like Fadou, who's phenomenal, Talisca, maybe Diallo coming in. That might be enough, but we'll see. I'll go and play the next season, and I'll be back in a sec. Next season, and these are the way some of them perform. Moffy had a bit of an injury, got 17 goals, still Solanke 17, Rodriguez 13, Cunha 11, Slanky to the inside of one of the signings we've made. So we've made some good signings. I think we've made a bit of progress as well this season from last season. Got Braybrook, who's 22. Is he going to develop? I don't know. We do have some good youngsters coming in, really, more than the ones that we're developing here, actually. I'll take you through that in a sec. Take you through some of the signings, because there's been a lot of them. We've gone pretty big this summer. Still quite a few as well, though, to be fair. Got in Diallo 17 million, Solanke for 13 million, Milenkovic for 34.5 million, a very good player. Anderson, really good player as well, 29.5 million. Archie Brown, 12.75 million, 6'3" left back, English left back as well. Mukiele for 16 million, Dragosin for 90 million, really, really strong now. Got a very, very good defence now. Sol Walfaz, 24 million, Souček went for 16.75 million. Andre went for 26.5 million. Talisca went for 26.5 million. Talisca, we brought him in for free, to be fair, so that's pretty good business. I think we made a bit of money on one of the others there as well. Andre, I think, maybe about 4 million. Sold Skip for 34.5 million. Gonzalez went for 10.25 million. I think double pretty much what we got him for. We actually loaned it back for the summer. They offered us that, so that was pretty good for the season. Mavdidi, 29 million. Okoli, 14.25 million. Billing, 1.9, didn't really work out for him. Dia, 6.75 million. I think we lost about 3 million on him, not too bad. And Yilmaz for 21.5 million. Again, I think brought him in for maybe 12.5, so making a little bit of money on these players, which is pretty good. We're going big again this summer though, which probably tells a little insight the fact we haven't won the league quite yet, but hopefully we're not far away. We're going to be bringing in Upamecano and then a few youngsters, Rig, Stantuono, Kellyman, who I think looks a very good player, and Rasmus Højlund. Wasn't getting played on the transfer list. We're going to bring him in for 27 million. This could be, him and Upamecano could just be that step up now in quality, I think, of player. Hopefully gets us a bit closer to that title, we'll see. But we done really well, won another cup. So we knocked out the third round of the FA Cup by Southampton, but we won the Carabao Cup again. Second time in 3 seasons. It's nice that we're winning some trophies as well, whilst hopefully getting to that point of winning the league. Pretty impressive. But yeah, I was going to say, I do remember them when I was younger, that they won a few there. Won in 99, runners up in 98, won in 96, so we're getting to that level again, but hopefully we can push on, go win a title. That's the aim. Let me know in the comments if you think we'll do that, and obviously if you made it this far in the video, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. This is us in the league, 5th in the league, 72 points, joint with Man United, but they beat us on goal difference. We've got 22 goal difference, so we might need to look to tweak the tactic, potentially just to get a few more goals in there. There's no one there in the sort of player stats for the top 2 guys in there. I think he's a phenomenal player. Quite like him in real life and on this game. 81 goals, 59 conceded. So actually, okay, we could do with a few more goals, but we just need to stop conceding as many. So that could be the tweak in the tactic that gets us pushing for that title. But to catch Liverpool is going to be very tough. 17 points behind them this season. So we were 4th there in most goals, 3rd in most shots, so that's pretty good. 4th in few shots against, that's not bad. We're still conceding quite a bit. We're not there in pass completion, we're not there in possession. That's something we might need to look at. 8th in tackles, 1. You'd expect us up there, we are. doing quite well. That is one of our strengths, I believe. And we're not getting clean sheets. We're not getting like fewest conceded. That's the problem, I think. Let's improve that side of it in the summer. Whether that's through signings, I don't know if it is, because we've got a lot of very good defensive players, so it could be through tactics. We'll see. Although we're adding McCann as well, so that's one very, very good defensive player to bring in. Although I'm tempted to play him as like a DM, we'll see. These are the players I might look to sell. We'll see. I'm not sure because they're quite good and big players. We've got Cunha, Moffey. Might keep Christensen around, but we've got Archie Brown as well. Maybe Wolfenden could be one. Somebody wants him, so that'll help. Gonzalez is going because he's on loan, so he'll be going back to his club. Did alright for us actually. 24 games, 18 sub appearances, so it's not a bad one. Casper Schmeichel's going, isn't he? End of his contract, which is fair enough. But yeah, I might look to sell a couple of these players, not loads. Then bring in some big players like the two we've already got coming in, Højlund and Upamecano. Hopefully push the title. Let's see. Let me go away and do another season, and I'll be back very soon. Go, season completed. Let's have a look at how we performed. We've done very, very well this summer. Big signings, big performances. We kept Moffey. Very good decision, 28 goals. Højlund got 19 goals. Rodriguez 13. Diallo 12. Kellyman 10 for 10 starts. 27 sub appearances. He looks like he's going to progress very well. Diallo's been doing very well. I like this because I think the training's helping as well. Because the physicals look as good as I've seen them in other kind of saves. I mean, look at that from Højlund. And then obviously Moffey. Brilliant, brilliant player. Made some good signings. Got some good youth players coming through. One that we bought, Atherton there. He is developing very well. Sammy Braybook's still there, 23. I don't think he's ever going to get into the team. We've got 184 million to spend. What I will offer as well is at the end of the season, at the end of this video, if you want the save game files, let me know and I'll pop it on the Patreon page. Check that out as well. It's I do need to post more on there, to be honest, but it's nice to have a Patreon page, and I do put a little extras on there from time to time, but I need to do more of that. So hopefully I'll start doing more of that. These are some of the sales. We've got big sales. Cunha's the biggest one there for 52 million. Brought in Johansson there for 19.5 million. Very good player. We've gone big. I think we've gone pretty big this summer. I think I showed you these before I ran the season because I'd already put the bids in with Chris Rigg for 14 million, 31 million for Kellyman. 7 million for Mastantuono. Looks a very, very good prospect. He's going to be world class, I think. Højlund for 27 million. It's a steal. Phenomenal player. Upamecano 37 million. I think it's a steal as well. He's a brilliant defender. Great physicals. We've got a very, very quick, strong team now that I think can compete at any level. And we've done amazingly this season. So we knocked out the quarter-final of the Champions League by Man City, which isn't too bad. Knocked out the FA Cup third round by Coventry, which was very disappointing. But for the third season in 4, we won the Carabao Cup in extra time, 5-2 against Man City. I mean, look at that. Phenomenal. More silverware. That's the third trophy we won in 3 seasons, and we won another. We won the Premier League, so 4 trophies, 4 seasons, 79 points, won it on goal difference ahead of Villa, which is a bit random. 24 wins, 7 draws, 7 losses. So a lot. We were maybe a bit lucky in the fact that a lot of the other teams dropped off and we kind of, I don't know if we peaked, but you know what I mean. We hit almost our best points total there with 79. And Manson there, a lot of clean sheets. Maybe that's the difference as well. I think we were defending a lot better. Bringing in McCann helps. Predicted to finish 8th and we won the league. Phenomenal. 79 goals scored, 41 conceded, which is a lot better than I think it was 52 or 57 or something last year. Got the most goals, got the most shots. A lot of the other teams dropped off there. There was a couple of them at about 600, and one of them was us last season, but that was only us this season. 3rd in few shots against. We're not there in pass completion, not there in possession, just a very attacking team. So yeah, we were there 3rd in clean sheets. Oh, well, joint top to be fair. And third in fewest conceded with only 41 goals. Really, really good season. We've won 4 seasons it took. We won 4 trophies, 3 Carabao Cups, 1 Premier League. Incredible. Let me know if you guys have done better than that. I think that's a good performance with a Leicester team that chances are going to get relegated in real life, and certainly were predicted to on this game when I took over. Thank you for watching what is a bit of a longer video for me, to be fair, all the way to the end, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Take care all.